University of Cape Coast has been ranked the #1 university in Ghana and West Africa for 5 consecutive years. Over the years, it has produced some of the nation's best minds. Today, the university honors one of its own, a former Vice Chancellor, a national trailblazer, and Ghana's first female Vice President, Jane Naana Opoku-Agyemang. Where does this remarkable woman originate from? Just 32 kilometers west of Cape Coast lies Komenda, a land rich in tradition and history, founded by the great Nana Kome. This is where Nana traces her roots.
Pempeyara ya mame nyame adom wabeye amampanyin na bedichi oyan hoho akase mam papa titi Komenda traditional area na traditional council sende osida bra kwame nkruma baje nyane fanwozi wakwa wabade mpempenya besia abaye amampanyin na bedichi yane mami anade kitechi ni bayi ejisi na nwa de obokun wo akokoden ti de mayi woden no yehu de wa fa kitechi su wa fa Komenda su wa fa Komenda sunsum wa fa Komenda ahozen wa fa Komenda ahobrase wa fa Komenda bu ni mama yehu de Komenda ye Prof a yenwa yezina ye ndazemba enti ndazemba no so dazibia no nutwom yezen.
Ame mama friend anyi Nana. Na anyi Nana kasa. Ehu de ofifie. Oye bia watete. Owo enyi de. Ogbade. Na kasa so the form. And so ye bia daba mepede mebena. Inti ofata ose university there one backward Yamina dum baby wake gina was so bachelor when you saw there Ofi University of Cape Coast the gina be wake gina ya na war bona about do what actually on man reading in ara there ya be no man do ya nature.
Jane joined the University of Cape Coast in 1973 as a student reading Bachelor of Education in English and French, graduating in 1977. She returned to the university as a lecturer in 1986. Here, she held various academic positions including Head of the Department of English, Dean of the Faculty of Arts, and Warden of Adehye, just to mention a few. Through sheer hard work, determination and focus, she got to the pinnacle of her career as Vice Chancellor in 2008.
During her term as a Vice Chancellor, she actually promoted not just academic excellence and research excellence, but she was also involved in a number of faculty and staff development, improve student access to the university, particularly promotion of gender, equality, gender mainstreaming in leadership position, particularly for women, which was quite significant. She focused largely also on human capital development.
These days that she's becoming the Vice President, she's very busy. But in those days when she had a little time, anytime she came around to Cape Coast, she would call and say, Sarah, come around, and she's one person that is interested in the Women Caucus on campus. And so, from time to time, she would invite them, and I was always there. Anytime there's such an invite.
So the class that I took, conversational French, she was in that class and she was the head prefect. She was the head prefect of the school. That's already a leadership position at a very young age. Then she got in here and she became warden of the Women's Hall. That's another position of leadership. Then she became head of department of English. Then she became dean of the Faculty of Art. I was a teacher. She became my colleague, and then she became my boss, and then she became Vice Chancellor. So she's been traveling this leadership position at various stages, and then she went through her mandate as Vice Chancellor. And now she's Vice President of the Republic.
And not only did she focus on that high-level educational faculties, but also she helped to establish the first ever crèche for the preschool outfit of this university. She was also involved in massive infrastructural development. To just mention the CA Aka building, the Misata Language Center. She also established the printing press for this university and many other very critical areas when it comes to infrastructural development.
She held the position of Vice Chancellor until she received a call to a higher national assignment as the Minister of Education from 2013 through to 2017. During her tenure, she championed inclusive education and oversaw key reforms to expand access to quality education across Ghana, leaving a policy legacy as significant as her academic one. Her influence extended beyond Ghana's borders to the global stage. In 2009, she was elected Ghana's representative to the UNESCO Executive Board, bringing an African scholarly voice to one of the world's foremost institutions for education, science, and culture.
As I said, thank you very much. Let me say that it's been a very, very valuable visit.
As a woman who has achieved such remarkable success in life, she must certainly be an influence on students and staff.
As a student leader, I think that in a dispensation and era where ladies, females, women and girls have not been celebrated much, I think that she has become the pinnacle where everybody looks up to. Even the young men are looking up to her, rising from head of department to dean to Vice Chancellor of the University of Cape Coast as the first female and becoming the Vice President of Ghana. I think that it's an encouragement to we as student leaders as well, and to even the larger people in Ghana. I feel that it's not about where you are, it's not a matter of your geographical location, but wherever you find yourself, whether from the shores of Elmina or the shores of Keta or the northern part of Ghana or even from Insuta Mampombonkom, it means that when we see the picture of Her Excellency Naana Opoku-Agyemang, it is a motivation to us that one day we can also get there.
Seeing the former Vice Chancellor becoming the first female Vice President in Ghana as a lady excites me and inspired me also, because it shows that as a lady, when you work smart and study hard, you can achieve greater things in society.
Fatima Amino Oyinipa, oye obatan, okasa obatan Oyinipa. Me jan wabua sebi me ba panya, si o training o teach you training.
Today, the University of Cape Coast doesn't just confer a title, but celebrates a journey from mentoring students to shaping a nation. Jane didn't just break a ceiling, she redrew the blueprint. And in Ghana's story, her chapter is still being written for every woman who was told to wait, every student who dared to dream beyond the obvious, every Ghanaian who needed proof that it was possible. Now they have it.
became the first female Vice Chancellor in the history of this university. And I'm proud to note that she's the first female Vice Chancellor of any public university in the history of this great nation. Professor Opoku-Agyemang's greatness does not rest on the barriers she broke. Indeed, it rests on what she built.
The Distinguished Fellow Award represents one of the highest honors to be bestowed by the University of Cape Coast. Indeed, today marks the first time this award is being conferred, and it is reserved for individuals whose exceptional accomplishments, leadership, and service strongly resonates with the mission and values of our great institution. This ceremony, therefore, is particularly significant as we gather to celebrate and honor a distinguished scholar, accomplished educationist, and eminent stateswoman, Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Naana Opoku-Agyemang. Indeed, Her Excellency has consistently broken new grounds and achieved several firsts throughout her illustrious career.
Chairman of the University of Cape Coast Governing Council, present to you Her Excellency Professor Naana Opoku-Agyemang, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, for the conferment of Distinguished Fellow Award.
It is always a joy to be back at the University of Cape Coast. Let me begin by sincerely thanking the Chancellor, the Governing Council, the organizers of this event, the entire university community, and everyone who is here today for this great honor. There is something special about the recognition that comes from home. This is where my higher education began and where my professional life took shape. It is one of the places where I learned that knowledge carries responsibilities beyond oneself. This campus was the backdrop of my life as a student, a national service person, a lecturer with different appointments and responsibilities, a professor, a vice chancellor, and of course, as a mother too. And when I left the university, I did my best to carry its lessons into my non-academic roles. This is because this institution instills certain principles in those who are shaped by it. Now more than ever, our societies must rely on meticulous research and evidence, as well as the conviction that knowledge and facts can be buried but never extinguished. In other words, truth, our light. We need to ask whether the knowledge we acquire serves the society that made it possible. This is one of the principles of our community, to find out and pass on. We are invited, regardless of our professions or backgrounds, to be somebody else's teacher, to guide, to advise, and uplift others, and in so doing, hold the future in trust for those who follow. I want to thank the University of Cape Coast for this exceptional recognition that leaves me truly humbled and deeply grateful. Thank you very much.